Good morning, guys. Sorry my voice is a little scratchy this morning, but just wanted to let you guys know I am gonna start here in just a few minutes, and then we can go over the pre-market watch list. Good morning, guys. So I want to apologize again in advance for my voice. It's really scratchy. I'm kind of losing my voice. So I do apologize, but I am going to go over our pre-market watch list just really quickly. There's not really a whole lot to go over, but there's definitely some stocks on watch right now. So for those viewing my screen right now, you can see that we do have a few from last week that I'm still watching. So PSNY, as long as this is holding over 560, 570, I do have an open bias on this one. Hopefully we can break out higher on this daily chart. We have kind of some levels towards 7 and 8. So I'll definitely be watching that one if we get some volume. A few more TBLT. This one's getting some volume this morning. As long as we can hold above basically that 250 level. If we can hold above 250s, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this to see if it wants to break out higher as well. And then if it does break out higher, I'll definitely be interested in a short in the 3s or 4s. Sorry guys, it's kind of challenging to talk. But TBLT is definitely going to be a main watch this morning as well. GSUN has a little bit of volume. GSUN. PDSB also has a small gap. Definitely not interested in a short on something like PDSB right now. So I'm not interested in a short at this time. But if it breaks out and it holds above $7, I'll definitely keep an open bias. And then if we break out higher and we get really extended on PDSB, then I might be interested in a short later on at some higher levels on the daily chart. But for right now, I would rather have this set up for the long. If it just dies off from here, I'm probably just going to avoid it on PDSB. So hopefully that one stays in play. I believe the float on PDSB is around 23 million, something around that. Let me just double check though. So yeah, it looks like the float is around 25 million. Alright, but I'm just going to quickly go over the watch list that I made over the weekend, and then we'll go over the gappers one more time to see if there's anything I might have missed. Also, if you guys have any questions or you want me to pull up any specific stocks, just let me know in the YouTube comments. Alright, but going back to my watch list, I already went over PSNY, so hopefully this one breaks out past Friday's pre-market highs, which was around that 594 level. MTTR is another one. If it holds above 370, we can keep an eye on it for continuation to the upside. DWAC, I'm kind of keeping an eye on this one as well. If we can pop over 27, we kind of have a lot of resistance towards 28 and 29 from this previous day when we ran. But I do want to keep an eye on it just in case it pops back up. COMP from Friday ended up fading back down to this 340 area. So that one's pretty much done. MGNI, this was a grinder from Thursday and Friday. So we'll see if that gets continuation or not. XPEV is also on watch for me. It closed pretty strong on Friday. And then you can see today we're getting a pretty decent gap. So I would keep an open bias on this one as long as we hold above VWAP. It's pretty beaten up on the daily chart, or beaten down I should say. So hopefully this one gets continuation as well. I'll be watching that on the side. FedEx is really interesting to me as well. And the reason for that is because of this huge gap that we have on the daily chart. So we had a daily chart breakout above 165 on Thursday, and then on Friday we had a really nice breakout into that gap. The gap fill is all the way towards 200, so that might be something to watch if it stays strong. ASTS is gapping up. That was from one from the watch list as well. AMC is pretty strong this morning, gapping up. AMC is another, obviously it's a meme stock, but it's really beaten down. So hopefully this one breaks out even more and continues to trap some shorts. So far, pretty nice gap though on AMC. I'm definitely going to add AMC to my watch list. So my main watch list, I should say. CVNA, DOCS. So that was pretty much everything from the watch list from the weekend. I'll just quickly go over the gappers again. We'll just see if there's anything else popping up. ASTS, which I mentioned. We do have some resistance towards like 11s on ASTS. And that's kind of where we topped out so far in pre-market. So I think that's pretty much it. TVLT. All the other gappers aren't really doing too much and don't really have a lot of volume. Alright, so that was pretty much the watch list. The last thing I want to go over is just SPY and Tesla and the overall market. So I ended up trading on this day when we had a lot of range. I believe this was CPI. So this day was really nice. I ended up getting calls on a few of these breakouts. And then on Friday, I actually ended up avoiding it. It just felt pretty choppy, so I'm actually happy that I avoided it in the morning at least. It did set up for a pretty decent breakout later in the day on Friday, so above that 396, which is kind of the same level that we're testing right now. So on SPY today, that's kind of the key level, the level that we had that big breakout at, which was around 396, 397. So that's going to be the key level I'm watching. I want to see how it reacts at the open. If we get a really bullish reaction off of like this 396.50 area, and we start to build back up over 397. I might end up buying calls on SPY, and then we can see if we can get that breakout, you know, towards Friday's highs and towards 400 and higher potentially. But if we get a really heavy reaction, if we stay really heavy under this 397, I'm also open to buying puts for a breakdown down to this 394 area, and then my next target would probably be around like this 392, 391, if we got some nice follow through. So I'm definitely open to both sides today on SPY. I'm just going to be waiting for the open to see how we react. When I do look at the daily chart though, it feels, it looks more bullish to me when I look at these, when I look at the daily. And if I look at like, you know, a 4-hour maybe. But like I said, it just depends how we react at the open. So I'm going to be focused on SPY for the open. We still have about 5 minutes left. And again, guys, I'm sorry about my voice. I know it's really scratchy today, kind of losing my voice, but I'm gonna go ahead and stream for maybe like the first 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go back to the private Discord room. So I'll keep you guys updated. For those interested in the private Discord, you can also just join through our website, and that does come with live scans. It comes with my live commentary and my watch list every morning and every night. So if you guys are interested in that, just let me know. We also have a free public Discord that you guys can join. If you guys have any questions, you guys can ask us in there as well. Nice hold of that 260 level so far on TBLT. Nice breakout on PSNY above Friday's highs. I'm watching SPY. So far, it did hold that 396.50 level, but I want to give it a little bit more time. Keeping TVLT on watch as well, above 270. Alright guys, so far we did get a nice push off of that level that I mentioned, 396.50. I did get calls here. Looking for more follow through to the upside though with a really tight stop. It really has to hold 397 and build up though. If it kind of stays weak, I might just ditch the calls. But for right now, it's trying to hold and it's trying to push. So far pretty choppy on SPY. It might need some more time. Nice push there on TVLT. Hopefully that one can break out past that pre-market high. Yeah, it looks like AMC sold off really hard after that push, and it's halted to the downside. I still have an open bias on SPY. We did hold that 396.50 area, and we're trying to hold this 396.80 as support. Hopefully we get some volume and we get that move to the upside. But if it goes under 396.80, you want to be very careful at that point, in my opinion. Alright guys, so I did scale out a little bit of my calls on SPY on this little pop. But for my other half of my calls, I do want to wait and see if we get continuation. If it breaks under 397, I'm going to probably just cut it off. I'm hoping that it holds up and breaks out, but it looks really heavy right now. Yeah, so we didn't really get the follow through that I wanted on SPY. It still might try to hold here and break out again, but we'll give that one some more time. Alright, I don't want to put too much focus on SPY just because it's being really choppy right now. I'm going to start scanning for other plays. I did notice that ENSC is popping up. I ended up ditching the rest of SPY. I don't like how heavy it was after that little pop. So I'm going to avoid this for now. But I'm definitely going to keep this one on watch, ENSC. If SPY stays heavy, we might even get a short opportunity here, but this 396.80 is a really big level, so we got to see how it reacts here. And then we still have that pre-market low at 396.50. Nice little breakdown on SPY. I ended up scalping that little break to the downside. Now I have a break-even stop on puts. Or actually, I'm going to give it a little bit of space, but I'm just not very confident here. I feel like it could easily just pop back up. So this is just more of a scalp. But if we do get some follow through, I do want to hold some contracts. It has to stay heavy under 396.80. ENSC kind of rejected on that last pop. TBLT is still trying to hold 260, so we might see that one break out a bit higher. Right now, I'm just holding my SPY puts, hoping that this goes down to 395. So far, we got a nice rejection of that level that I mentioned, 396.80. So I feel like we might get one more flush. But we'll find out in the next few minutes. AMC is selling off after that halt. If you guys see any other small caps, just let me know in the YouTube comments and I'll pull them up. But I don't see anything else right now. We're getting some selling pressure here on SPY. Hopefully we get a nice breakdown. So pretty choppy. It kind of looks like it wants to break out again above 396.80, but we'll see. But yeah, I just ended up scalping those puts. I got rid of the rest because it's just chopping next to my entry. And I'm not really confident in it anymore. I wanted to see it stay heavy. We did get a big rejection there, so let's see. Maybe I'll re-enter for another scalp here. There we go. So we got a little bit of selling pressure again. I just got in puts again at 396.20s with a really tight stop. If it pops back up, I'm just going to ditch it. Alright guys, so I ended up ditching that. Once again, no follow through there. We got a little selling pressure and then right back up. So I'm going to give SPY more time. It's really just stuck in this range at the moment. Right now, the thing that I'm watching the most is probably going to be TBLT here. I want to put more focus into this one, because I feel like we still might break out above those highs later on, potentially. ENSC, if we can pop back over 240 here and we get some volume, I definitely want to keep an eye here as well. Alright guys, so not the most exciting morning for me so far. It's only been, 20 minutes, so it's still pretty early. But SPY, it's just stuck in this little range for now. It might, maybe it'll pick a direction later on, and we'll get some follow through to either side. But for right now, I'm going to leave that alone. Also, guys, I am going to hop off of the YouTube live, and I'm going to go ahead and switch to the private Discord. So for those that are in the private Discord, you can go ahead and switch to the voice channel. But yeah, just know for SPY, if we start to build back up over this 397.20, we can probably keep an open bias for a breakout later on. For puts, I would be watching like this 396.80. If that stays heavy, you can look for downside. But right now, you can see we're trying to hold above that level now. So we'll see if it gets some volume or not. Right now, I'm really 50-50 on SPY. It could go either way later on. And then just keep an eye on TBLT and ENSC. Maybe even PDSB. I'm going to set a price alert on that one above $7 just in case we get a breakout later on. But yeah, guys, I think I pretty much covered everything. I don't see any other stocks really in play. Hopefully this live stream and the pre-market watch list kind of helps you guys out. I'll be doing them a few more this week, probably tomorrow and Wednesday. I'll be back on, so make sure to turn on the notifications, and I will see you guys next time.